Hello everyone, this is Adrain Taskin. I'm the head buyer here at Luxury Bazaar. I'm going to be introducing a new series in terms of watches that are specifically new arrivals, but watches that I feel are very important to highlight in our collection, therefore bringing it into your collection. Why I bought them, the market pricing, and why I feel they're important to talk about. So without further ado, I'm gonna hop right into it. If you can see the tray in front of me, it is very Patek central. We have been buying a lot of Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe is our #1 requested brand, probably right behind Rolex. And we're gonna go with the first watch here, and that's going to be the Patek Philippe 5712. So the Patek Philippe 5712 has been around for quite some time now, and it has seemed to be one of Patek's most coveted pieces in their stainless steel Nautilus collection. With the introduction of the 5711, right after came the 5712 and introduced a power reserve and a moon phase, adding a little bit more color and character to the watch. I have seen this watch grow better than almost any stock on the S&P 500, almost like a crypto stock. I mean, I used to trade these things in the $20,000 range, and they have gone upwards of over 200,000 peak COVID. And now with the 2023 example here, it's 160,000 asking price with a 2023 date. The market has pretty much stabilized. I don't see too much growth forward, and I don't see too much pushback or pullback, should I say, price-wise moving forward. I feel that it is a good place to park your hard-earned money and finally own it. The next piece right here, I'm holding a Rolex Oyster Perpetual, otherwise known as the OP Celebration. This is a 41mm Oyster Perpetual with the Celebration dial. When they first released it, I remember when they did a press release on it, and there were rumors about it, I really thought it was a joke. Yeah, this watch absolutely took off. With the retail price, I think at a time of near $6,000 or $7,000, it went upwards of $25,000. I remember selling the first one for $35,000. They did a very short production run of them. They're very rare in the market, so anytime we get a chance to buy them, we buy them up. So today we're offering the watch at $23,000, and if you're a Rolex collector, you should have an OP Celebration in your collection. We're gonna talk about the Patek 5711. And as I mentioned earlier, this was pretty much the introduction, or 3700 I should say, was the introduction to sports line for Patek Philippe. Because remember, back then they didn't do anything that was tailored to sports. But it was the 5711 many decades later that really made Nautilus what it is. This is essentially a remaster of the original 3700 that came out in the early 2000s. This example we have right here is with the 330 SC movement. And for those that don't know what that is the hacking seconds movement that they place into their 5711s right before discontinuation. This is a 2022 example, so this is probably one of the last 5711 blue dials on the market. Again, just like the 5712, I remember selling these for under $20,000, and now we're offering this watch for $135,000 with the hacking seconds movement. Absolutely immaculate, unpolished, in like new condition. So always excited to get these in. Most of the time when you're a new entrant into the market and you're looking to spend under $10,000, right? The first thing that you do is you go right for the Rolex, because that's what you know, that's what you understand, that's what your friends are wearing, that's what people tell you to wear. But what I like to do is I like to point people into the direction of buying something a little bit different. And that's why I chose the blue ceramic IWC Top Gun. And in case you've been living on a rock, we all know what the Top Gun program is by the United States Navy. It's their top elite fighter programs. And I like the fact that they went and they did something bold and not just making it in a regular metal. This whole watch is a monochromatic blue. It's just one of my favorite pieces to own under $10,000. So every time we get these in, I make sure to buy them up. All right, moving on. It seems like there is a lot of Patek and there's a lot of blue in this case, and this was all actually by accident. And here we have the 5968 in white gold. This is an Aquanaut jumbo with a chronograph. In my opinion, this is actually probably one of the better watches you can wear as a daily. You know, usually they say wear, stainless steel watches or something on a bracelet is something of a daily wear. But I actually find things on a rubber strap to be even more comfortable than a bracelet. Bracelets you tend to scratch up, and although stainless steel is durable and they're made for those reasons, I tend to like things on rubber straps. It just makes it that much more sporty, and it goes with a lot of different things. Damn near impossible to get from your local AD, especially now with the tariffs and the price hikes across the board for all Patek models. So this is one of those pieces that we like to pick up anytime we can get. Asking price for this 2021 is going to be $135,000. All right, moving on to another blue, we have the Vacheron Constantin 5520V. This is the 5520V, meaning it's the new reference number, new updated movement version. I tend to like to pick up overseas for our collection because they're one of those pieces where we find value in the sense that they are still very difficult to get from your local boutique or your local authorized dealer. Yet the market price kind of trades at or below MSRP depending on condition. When people pick these up from us, price, right? That's one thing that people always talk about. And when we talk about the overseas, there's not a lot of risk in buying them because they're not such a premium over retail. They don't have a lot of room to go down if you do decide to buy them. It's just a wonderfully made watch. I mean, it's part of the Holy Trinity. The great thing about these Vacherons that I think other brands should at this point introduce is the quick detachable bracelet. It's an extremely dynamic watch, and in my opinion, the best blue dial on the market. Moving on, we have what I like to call the best bang for your buck modern Nautilus probably that has ever been in existence. That is the Patek Philippe 5740 perpetual calendar in white gold. Today, if you're lucky enough to get the allocation for a 5740, which is extremely rare, you're looking to pay about $200,000 out the door. The market price, let's say on an absolute fresh 2026 one, is not gonna be much over $250. So in terms of MSRP and premium over retail, the 5740 is the safest buy, and it's also the best buy for what the watch offers. It's a fully perpetual calendar, thin case profile in white gold. Not to mention, in my opinion, is the best looking Nautilus that they offer in their collection today. I love to sell these to you guys, and I'd love for you guys to own them, just because sometimes we live vicariously through you guys. All right, next up we have a 126529 Oysterflex Daytona in white gold. Now, this watch has been reviewed many times on YouTube before, on social media. We've seen a lot of content about this watch, but the reason that I brought it up is because in the black dial variant, the retail price today, if you're walking out the door, you're gonna be into it for the low 40s. And the price we're offering for a brand new one is just under $50,000. So the premium is not crazy. The risk to own and hold it is not big. And it's also, in my opinion, as I mentioned with the 5968, an exceptional watch for daily wear. The 5968 is a little bit of a thick boy. It's a little bit bigger, whereas the Oysterflex Daytona is a much thinner case profile. You can wear it under a cuff, you can wear it with a t-shirt. It's incredibly comfortable. It's also a really, really good looking watch. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters, and I chose this time around an FP Journe 38mm Octa Divine in platinum. Now, probably noticed over the past couple months, the crazy price hikes of FP Journe models across the board. Now, FP Journe today is probably the only mass-produced brand, and when I say mass-produced, I don't mean thousands upon thousands of items, but a brand that holds boutiques in every major city that is a brand in itself that offers a lot of watches. It is the only brand today in which every single piece in their catalog, its market price is over MSRP. Anytime I get a chance, I try not to buy the stuff that you can currently get from FP Journe, because I do believe some of the prices are a little bit high. But when you can buy something like this that is discontinued in 38mm that Francois made in early 2000s, I tend to pick them up just because you can't get them anymore. So this Octa Divine in platinum has an asking price of around $250,000. So if I'm a Journe collector out there, I'm going for things that you just can't buy anymore from the boutique. That's why I picked this up, and that's why I wanted to offer it to you guys out there. And finally, what I have on my wrist here is the 5271 in platinum. This is a watch that is an absolute showstopper in any room that you walk in. I have worn this watch many times over the years in wedding situations, in business meetings, and every time I walk into the room, this thing absolutely stops people. It is an incredibly confident watch. It's an incredibly complicated watch, and it's an incredibly expensive watch today at retail. If you need one today on the secondary market, you're gonna be paying north of $360,000 because that's pretty much what the MSRP is. This is one of those watches that trades at or just above MSRP if it's brand new. So I always tend to like to pick these up pre-owned because it serves as a huge savings under MSRP to get these. This is a 2017 example that we're asking $290,000 for. So it's pretty much $50,000 savings from what you're gonna pick up brand new. And I know there's guys out there that swear by brand new and only swear by brand new, but if you're out there and you want to add something like this to the collection, I would highly recommend buying it pre-owned, coming to guys like us or some other reputable sources that check them, that service them. And it's one of those pieces where it doesn't scream that you're trying too hard, right? It doesn't have a full diamond look. It has perpetual calendar, has a chronograph with just the right amount of touch of diamonds. And we've sold 3 in the past month, and I'm hoping to sell 3 more. For now, I'm gonna put it right back on my wrist and rock it because it just looks so damn good on my wrist. So guys, this is something that we're gonna do every week. Let us know how you like it, and we'll see you on the next episode.